Hi guys, how's everybody doing? I am going to be leading you through a little neck and shoulder tension release gua sha video. So the products we're going to be using today, this handy dandy gua sha tool, and we got all the edges, the small edge, this edge, and then the little three-pronged edge. Love this tool. I also wanted to talk about when I learned gua sha in school, we actually learned with a cap. So you can also use a spoon, just a regular old silver spoon from your kitchen drawer. The spoons that you get with Chinese food soup are really good if you have one. If you don't, just grab a regular spoon. And well, basically, this is a gua sha tool, but anything can get the blood flow and circulation going. So don't get hung up on not having the right ingredients. If you want one of these, link in my shop. The other products I'm going to be using is Deep Relief. There's a 4 ounce and a 2 ounce. 100 milligrams of CBD. This one has 50. And I'm going to be using that today because I make it, I love it, and if you want it, also link to shop in bio. I will say some of the Chinese liniments have petroleum, and so I really like using clean products that don't have a lot of additives or food colorings. The color of this is, I love the smell. It's all from essential oil. So blue chamomile, blue tansy make it blue. And there's also peppermint, wintergreen, camphor, helichrysum, and CBD, as well as almond oil, shea butter, avocado oil, and coconut oil, and a little beeswax. So we have that. So I talked about this in my other video. Gua sha is really good at just moving lymph, moving qi and blood stagnation, which Chinese medicine creates pain. Whenever there's pain, there's stagnation. Whenever there's stagnation, there's pain. So what we can do at home, really simple, is use our tools, whatever you decide, to just move some qi and blood. So I'm going to guide you through that today. It's so simple, so effective, so easy. I hope you use it at home, and please report in the comments how you like it and if you have results. I love this for headaches, people that struggle with migraines, tension headaches, stress. You know, right now we're not able to see our holistic health care practitioners, our massage therapists, our acupuncturists, so we have to do this at home. It is a bummer, but it's also very empowering to know that often we have all the tools that we need right in our kitchen. Also, don't get hung up on needing Deep Relief. You can use coconut oil, olive oil, whatever lubricant you have in your home, in your kitchen, in your bathroom, you can use. So using a liniment that has a little bit of essential oil just to kind of help provide some cooling and relief right away is my favorite way to go. But again, use what you have. So first and foremost, let me just get my hair back. Take off your necklaces. I'm always leave my necklaces on, but today for the video I was like, well, if I'm going to do a proper tutorial, I just kind of move them out of the way because they're a pain to get on and off. But so again, feel free, if you have necklaces that you never take off, you can do this around your necklaces, but if you can take them off, it just gives you a little bit more freedom to be able to like move around and get to the areas that you want to get to. So taking some Deep Relief, I'm going to lubricate my neck, shoulders, chest using about, I would say that's a pea size, maybe a little bit more, activating it between my palms. This stuff smells so good, and it's like a rich and creamy. I like this too instead of using oil because of the fact that you can put your clothes back on after, and because of the beeswax and the shea butter, it creates a layer of protection, so your skin's actually absorbing. It's not just kind of sitting on the top layer of your skin. I find that often happens with oil, and then after you just sort of greasy. I have a lot of Sha, I mean, you can see even just putting this on, my skin is already turning red. So sha in Chinese medicine is sand, sand-like. So we're scraping to get the little pieces of sand, little pieces of qi and blood stagnation out of our muscles. And you will. So when I taught the little tutorial on the face, we went gentle pressure. For neck and shoulders, you can go up to, I would say, a 6 or 7, whatever you're comfortable with, but it will leave a mark. The harder you go and the more sha you have, it will leave a mark. But listen, better out than in. I always tell people when they're getting cupping or, you know, we're doing gua sha, I'm like, just to warn you, you might be a little bit red, but so many people are like, you know, I'd rather have a little bit of funkiness as long as you're not getting married or attending a wedding or a model in a photo shoot. To about 5 to 10 days after you do gua sha, you should be just fine. So I'm going to show you both. I'm going to use my gua sha tool. I'm going to use this beautiful lid, this cap. You can use a kombucha cap, is really good. I'm trying to think of what other caps are this size. Any cap. You can use like mustard tops, whatever you have lying around. In Vietnam, I think they call it coining, so you can even use coin. I wouldn't put coins on your body right now, but of that shape, you can find something. Or again, the spoon. Who doesn't have a spoon, right? But I'm going to be showing you the technique with this first. So I love these ridges, these 3 ridges, because they're really spaced out the same way the ribs and the intercostal muscles are spaced out. So you can get right into the chest. I don't know if you can, of course you can see those marks. Whoa. I've been out in the sun this week. It is showing. I love living in Southern California, but gotta get that more of that sunblock going. So yeah, just getting in those intercostal muscles to start out. And I know I said this in the other video as well, so I apologize if some of this is repetitive. But starting out in the heart space, I always find it's a really neat place to start, because our emotional body, our heart, guides so much of our pain in our body and our spiritual pain and emotional pain. So just kind of clearing that out. And it just feels good. It kind of opens your heart, opens your chest, and just starts opening the front of your body. So then you can take this side of the gua sha tool, the longer, rounder side, and just go up the front. This is also a repeat. 3 to 5 strokes per side, or per area, I should say. And if you feel a little knot, feel free to stay there for 3 to 5 breaths. So the front of the neck always feels interesting to me, but the back is where the juicy stuff is. And I kind of turn a little bit so you can really start to see the sha come up. And you can see, I don't know if you can see in the video, but my knuckles are probably turning a little bit white. I'm white knuckling this right now because I do want to get that pressure. Not as much in the front and the chest and the front of the neck, but really you want to be able to kind of scrape upward. And you can stop up at the occiput and just kind of wiggle around. Finding any tight spots. You can go down too. I'm so used to going upward with facial rejuvenation, but with gua sha for pain, it doesn't really matter. I would say I'm more comfortable going upward in the neck, and then in the shoulder portion, I usually use a downward motion. So these trapezius muscles hold so much when we're stressed out, and whenever our posture is just not ideal, these muscles kind of go, They take so much of our stress on, carrying the world on our shoulders. So you just want to kind of get in there. I'm going to show you this one actually with a cap on this side. You just want to scrape, gently scraping this area. This feels good. It's definitely a little intense. It's more intense with the cap because there's a little lip on it. I don't think intensity is bad when it comes to gua sha, because you'd rather have intensity while you're gua shaing than be in pain or have a headache all day or have to take Advil. It's strong. And then, oh, it feels so good. Three to 5 times. Truly, you can stay here for as long as you want. You can gua sha while you're watching Netflix. You can have your partner or anyone that you live with gua sha you, but it's so easy to do yourself. And that is what I wanted to teach you today. So, link to all this stuff in bio. I'm here if you have any questions. Feel free to post underneath, or you can send me a direct message. Slip into my DMs. And I hope you guys are all doing well. I'm so grateful that you watched this, and more to come. Thank you. Have a great day.